Welcome, everyone. Seeing a lot of folks trickling into the session here, so that is fantastic. If you can please do us one favor as you join, if you can make sure that you keep yourselves muted until we reach the Q&A portion of the event, that would be fantastic. Again, just make sure that microphone is muted and we should be all set. Additionally, if you do have any questions that come in, as I've already stated, feel free to throw them into the Q&A. We'll try to answer them as they roll in directly in the chat. If we do not get to your question as it rolls in, we'll make sure to try to answer it directly during the Q&A portion of the event. Also, we are recording today's session as well, so if you need to go back and review any of the information that is presented here by Heartland Human Care Services, you will have an opportunity to access that recording on the Illinois WorkNet YouTube channel under the Virtual Job Fairs playlist. We will be sure to post that video within 48 hours of the conclusion of this event. Now, without further ado, I'd love to turn things over to the Heartland Human Care Services team, and I do believe we have Carol taking the lead, at least initially here on our presentation. Carol?
You are on mute, Carol.
And Carol, you are muted.
Thank you, guys. No, I was saying, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Carol Leva. I'm the Associate Director of the Talent Acquisition Team for Heartland Human Care Services. I'm going to give a space for my team to introduce themselves. Summer, please go ahead.
Thank you, Carol. I am Samer Al Hassan. I am the Talent Acquisition Director with Heartland Human Care Services. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. We have so many positions to talk about. So now I will pass it to my colleague Vinny and take it from there. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vinny. I'm the Talent Acquisition Specialist over at Heartland Human Care Services. I specialize in the Home Study Post-Release Services program, and I'll pass it off to Carolina.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carolina Mancia. I'm also one of the talent acquisition specialists here at Heartland. I focus mainly on our safety program, which you'll hear more about during the presentation, and I'll be here to answer any questions following the presentation.
Alrighty. Thank you, Carolina. Vinny, let's go ahead. I'm going to just let me know whenever you want me to go next, okay?
Yeah. You can do the next slide. All right, thank you everyone for coming to our second virtual career fair. We're excited to present our open positions and just speak about our company a little bit more. So we do have our approach. If you are passionate about making a real difference in people's lives and want to work for an organization that truly has values, we value courage, partnership, respect, integrity, diversity, equity, inclusion, and excellence. You're in the right place if that's a company you do want to work for. We're really committed to your personal growth as well as your professional growth, whether you're experienced or this is your first job out of college or just your first job in general. We do have a mission. Heartland Human Care Services is dedicated to partnering with individuals facing poverty, displacement, and injustice to support in achieving ongoing safety, stability, and long-term success. We do have a vision. We envision in society in which we all participate, prosper, and reach our full potential. We really take pride in our vision and our mission and just make sure that everyone at our company is really recruiting in more people, as well as just making sure that the kids and their clients are respecting our mission as well. Next slide. Oh, I just went over that too. So we do have HHCS programs. Next slide. We do have our safety shelters, which is the Unaccompanied Children program, which provides residential care, case management, education, and medical services for immigrants and refugee children separated from their families. So that is the safety shelters program. Our next program is their Opportunity Youth, which offers pre-trial residential care and case management for justice-involved youth ages 10 to 17. in alignment with Juvenile Detention Alternative Innovations, which is the GDAI. And then we do have our last program, which is a program that I specialize in, which is Home Study and Post-Release Services, which assesses placements for unaccompanied children and provides support when they're released to approved sponsors.
Thank you, Vinny. We also have different other programs across the city of Chicago. We have the housing program that works with homeless individuals and families, providing assistance from one-time homeless prevention funds to short-term to permanent housing. This also includes case management, housing, and supports around that. We also have the asset building underneath the HAT program, which is a program that focuses on helping individuals and families to learn about the use of sound family budgeting, money management practices, and to address financial issues to create their own unique and realistic path to economy and security. And then we, underneath the HAT program, we also have the Traveler's Aid program that works at O'Hare from O'Hare. And this program helps immigrant families that come into the country to like provide different services, to guide them through the airport and so on. Let me go to the next slide. We also have the RICS program, which is the Refugee and Immigrant Community Services. This program works from, has different programs underneath. We have the Freedom from Trafficking program and also the Violence Recovery Services program. This program focuses on helping immigrants with like employment services, youth and family services, vocational English language training, as well domestic and sexual community violence in the Chicago area, as well supports the survivors of human trafficking. And then the other program that we have is called Workforce Development. This program is background friendly. This program works to help young adults that are 19 to 21 that have been involved in the criminal justice system. They help them secure employment and help them with resumes. We underneath this division, we also have the Farm Works, which is the farm that we have in Chicago that helps grow different vegetables and fruits to help the community around them. And then we have the SEED program, which is supporting education and employment development. Go ahead, Benny.
Okay, thank you, Carol. So the HHCS safety open positions, we do have a wide range of open positions at our programs. We do have a case manager position, which works directly with clients to set goals, monitor progress, connect them to services like healthcare, housing, and any social support. With this position, you do need some qualifications, which is a bachelor's degree, 1 year relevant experience working in case management or any type of healthcare industry, with family reunification, home assessments, report writing, family preservations, and any general children welfare. With this position, you do need to be bilingual for the home study post-release program. You will be working with bilingual families and children. The youth care workers, you do need a qualification of a high school diploma and 1 year working with children. Youth care workers provide support and supervision to young individuals, often in residential services or group care settings as well. And then the family reunification specialist is very similar to the case management position, but it's just for a different program. Same qualifications, which is a bachelor's degree in psychology, social work, or any related field. This one, you do not need to be bilingual, but it is preferred. And then the mental health clinical practitioner works directly with clients. It's a step above a case management position. You do need your master's degree in a clinical setting, which is either social work, counseling, psychology, And bilingual is preferred and required for the home study post-release program. Next slide, please. And then we also do have a cook, which qualifications is a high school diploma. You will be cooking for the children and helping the youth care workers with handing out food. We do have a nurse position, program manager position, and utility worker, which assists in the kitchen with the cooks.
Thank you, Vinny. Let me talk about other positions that we're also looking for people. We have a division coordinator too. This salary starts at $20.90 and then goes higher depending on years of experience. And this is for all of the jobs that we have. So we have the ranges in our ADP system. You guys will see there the starting paid, and then it depending on the years of experience, it will go higher and higher. For the division coordinator, we're looking for someone that has a high school diploma or GED, and then at least a minimum of 5 years of experience related in operational, administrative, or clerical role. We also have the supervisors of refugee employment services. This one does require a bachelor's degree and then a minimum of 2 years of experience in employment services, refugee vocational development, or refugee immigrant services related areas. And then we are also looking for some teachers. The teachers are part-time. For this one, we require a bachelor's degree in education or related field. These are some of the positions that we have open, but if you go to heartlandhumancareservices.org and then click on careers, you will see all of the positions that we have open. And then here it is. So I'm gonna read some of these ones. We have a accounts payable specialist, child development specialist, clinical case manager, clinical supervisor, compliance and risk management specialist, contract administrator. We have the cook, the division, the driver positions as well. We have employment placement coordinators, environmental control technicians. Those are the people that help us clean with cleaning in the buildings, taking out the garbage, organizing. We also have the family reunification specialists, which are pretty much case managers. We're looking for bilingual and also non-bilingual. We have a financial analyst, front desk coordinator, the case manager for home study post-release, housing resources specialist, the manager's insurance risk. We're looking for mental health practitioners, nurses, program managers, supervisors, project manager of operations and policy management. We're looking for a psychiatric nurse, refugee of English language training coordinator, safety and transportation specialist. For this position, it's when the kids are released from our programs, they have flights, and the safety and transportation specialist will go in the flights with the children and take them to the families or sponsors, verify that it is that person that was approved to receive the kid, and then they come back to Chicago. We're also looking for security specialists, senior maintenance workers, senior project managers, the supervisor of refugee employment services, the teacher too, which is a part-time job that I talked about. We have the utility and transportation specialists, youth care workers, and youth coordinators. Just to go over our benefits, we have really good benefits within the organization. We do celebrate 12 holidays throughout the year, which are paid. We accrue vacation, sick time, personal days, and floating holidays. All of them are paid. We do have the medical and dental as well, vision insurance. And this includes Blue Cross Blue Shield, PPO, EPO, and HSA plan. We also have a FSA flexible spending account, a wellness program, mass training, transit discount. We have tuition reimbursement. We have a 401k and the company matches up to 3%. We also have life insurance that the company provides, but as well you can sign for a different life insurance with Lincoln. We have a employment assistance program, and then we also get a lot of different vendor discounts, which are great. I've used them, and you can travel, and the prices are really good. Where to apply? Here you guys have the career page link as well the HACS page, and I'll show you guys right now how it looks and where you need to go. Let me go back to where to apply. So for this one, if you look for a job and you see a job that you really like, please ensure that you update your resume. We do require all resumes to have the highest degree that you have as well. For every job, please ensure that you have months and years, because what happens is once you interview, and then the program or the hiring manager wants to move forward with your application, we send your resume to a salary specialist. And the salary specialist does count every month and year that applies for the job. So they count all of that, and then they're able to determine that salary offer that we will be making to you. We are also a union environment, so we do follow the collective bargain agreement that we have. And for that, we ensure that all of the salaries are equitable within the company. Here is our contact information. You have Summer, which is the Director of Talent Acquisition. You have Carol, which is myself. Annika is not here with us, but she focuses on youth care workers and mental health practitioners. Vinny focuses on home and study post-release services. And then Carolina focuses on safety programs. So I'm just going to leave it there for a little bit so you can see it. All right, I do see that there is a lot of questions, which is great. Let me show you now how our page looks. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen again. So here you can see our website. So this is what you're gonna see. So it is heartlandhumancareservices.org. We have different activities going on, and you can review those. If you go in our work, you will see the different programs that we have. That's access building, the work frameworks, freedom of trafficking, and so on. You can also click on program directory, and then if you are interested in housing, you can click here and see the different programs that we have. If you are interested in freedom empowerment programs, you see the other 3 programs that we have, Family Works, and then the RICS programs. So if you want to look, you can also look, if you click about us, you can see our history, our mission, the stories that we share with everybody. Our policies are as well here. And then once you go to get involved and click on careers, you will get to this page. Here you're able to see our benefits and read more about them. We have the medical and dental, vacation, retirement, the transit discount, tuition reimbursement, the wellness program. And then if you click on careers, you will be able to see all of the jobs that we have. Once you click, let's see, I'm gonna just click on, let me see, I'm gonna click on the youth care worker position. So if you click there, you'll be able to see here the salary range. Please don't get discouraged just because it says 1661. Depending on the years of experience that you have, the salary will go higher. Here you will also be able to see the location. So this position, it is at Rogers Park, and you will also be able to see the shift, which is for this one, it is first shift, which is 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We also have our benefits here. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the education and experience and what are the requirements for the job. So as we said, for the youth care worker, we do require a high school diploma or equivalent degree, which it would be a GED, and then a minimum of first 1 year of experience working with children. And then for this one, we do require for people to be bilingual. For the UC programs, we're looking for Spanish, but we also look for different languages. So don't get discouraged. And then if you do qualify for a youth care worker position, we have first, second, and third shift. For first and second, we're looking for different languages because the kids are usually awake and they require different services. So we do require people to know different languages so they'll be able to communicate with the kiddos. For third shift, the kids are asleep, so we don't require for them to be bilingual. And then that's for the UC programs for safety. Let me go back. For the RICS program, we're looking for different languages. It doesn't require to be Spanish. For HEART, which is a housing program workforce, you don't require to be bilingual. And then we have different positions across the city of Chicago. We have programs in Rogers Park, in Brownsville, in Beverly, in Inglewood, in Logan Square. We are also and let me see which other one. Give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing my screen. We do have jobs that are remote, hybrid, and then on-site. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. Give me 1 second. We also have some jobs that are out of state. Vinny, what are the states that you have jobs in?
I
Please.
have positions open in Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., Oregon, and that's it.
Thank you, Vinny. So we also have other programs in Bellman, Cragen, Douglas, Uptown, and let me see what I'm missing. Those are the ones that we have. All right, Vinny, Carolina, Summer, would you like to add anything?
Thank you so much, Carol. I just want to confirm that this is the salary range is only for like it's not the final one. We just put from the minimum till mid, so we have until the maximum. We usually put only from the minimum to the mid because most of the candidates that apply to us usually they have less than 5-6 years of experience. That's why. But overall, we have extended range for all the positions. You will see in our career page, if you click on any job, you will find the salary range. It will be from the minimum until the mid only. And it depends on your years of experience. What I want to confirm as well, that we have a huge chance to grow in our company. For example, if Carol, Carol started as a youth care worker, then She was a program specialist, then associate director of program, then a program director, then now she is a great associate director of talent acquisition. So we have a huge potential to grow in the company. You can start as a youth care worker or family unification specialist or case manager, but you can grow to be a program director or a senior director. And we have so many examples in our company as well. So I encourage you to apply to our jobs. With one note, please make sure you are qualified for this position. Otherwise, you will receive a regret letter. And we want you all to be with us. We have over 60 positions openings. So please just make sure to apply to the jobs that fit your experience, please. And if you have any question, just let us know. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, thank you, Summer. So I do see a question about our background checks. So for safety, the safety programs, which are the programs that work with immigrant youth, Opportunity Youth, which works with kiddos that have been involved in the criminal justice system, home study post-release. Those programs do require a very extensive background check. We require to pass a background check fingerprinting for the FBI, the state, and DCFS. But in the other side, we have the HEART program, the housing program, the Refugee and Immigrants program, which is RIGS. Those do only require basic background check. And then for the workforce program, that is the program that is background friendly. So that one, I think they only have one position available right now, but that's the one that is the most flexible. Let me see some other questions that I can answer. There's a lot of questions, guys. Thank you for participating, but let me see what other questions I can answer right now. We don't have a mechanic or electricity position, but we do have a senior maintenance worker, which is the position that will be traveling between programs depending on the needs of the building. So if something breaks, a wall, electricity. So if you're just looking for an electricity position, we don't have it, but we do have the maintenance worker. And we have a team, so some of the team members are their main skills are in plumbing. So if something related to plumbing breaks in one of the programs,
I think you're on mute.
Can you guys hear me?
Hi, Carol, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So yeah, we have the senior maintenance worker that you can apply for if you have the electricity skills. For the bilingual Spanish only, I speak Arabic. If you see a job that you qualify for, please go ahead and apply. We do hire all languages because we do work with people from all over the world. Unfortunately, right now, we don't have any IT positions available. We do have a couple of coordinator positions. We have the division coordinator, and we will be opening other coordinator positions. We do have some openings. The programs continue to grow and people continue to get promoted. So that is why we have the openings that we have. Right now, we don't have any HR positions open. So for the interview process, so you apply. If you do qualify, the hiring managers of the recruiters will be contacting you. Either they send you an email, they give you a call, they leave you a voicemail. Once we go over the pre-screening questions, we will set up an interview with you. And then the hiring manager within probably 1 to 2 days will let us know, hey, I would like to move forward with this person. What happens is that then we send your resume to the salary specialist. The salary specialist typically gets back to us within 2 days, and then we will make the offer for you to review the benefits, the offer, and then the orientation happens every 2 weeks. The next orientation that we have, it is 1/6, and then will be every 2 weeks. Depending on the program, the background check will take 2 to 5 days. For some other programs, it will take, for the most extensive background checks, it can take up to 2 weeks. We do have hybrid positions. We have some programs that work at the office for 3 days, and then they are working from home 2 days. We have some programs that you work remote, but you are required to do home visits. So depending on the caseload of the case managers, you're working from home, but then you have to meet with the participants at least once a week. So depending on the caseload, you might schedule all of your home visits on Monday. So you'll be only working from home 4 days, and then that 1 day doing the home visits. So that's considered remote for us. Again, the language, if you don't speak English, we do have positions. If you are bilingual or trilingual, we also have positions. We're not just looking for Spanish. Heartland Human Care Services, it is a non-for-profit. We get our funders, we have different funders for the different programs that we have, as we are such a large organization. Okay. Let me see if I have any other. I'm trying. We still have a lot of time, but I'm trying to do my best to answer all the questions. We don't require for some positions, we don't require a driver's license. For others, we do. So it depends, again, on the program.
Only because I feel like you answered a couple and my question was missed. In the healthcare field, do you have any positions dealing with claims?
That are dealing with clients? I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
Claims, like, yes, for claim adjusting or any type of medical claims functionalities.
Claims. Okay, I understand your question now. We don't have a position open for this, but sometimes we have the program assistant or the health coordinator position. So you will have to check with us. Heartland Alliance, we actually separated from Heartland Alliance this year. And we are Heartland Human Care Services, but maybe if you check with Heartland Alliance Health, that might be able, they might have one of those positions. But guys, please, if you want to work with us, please do type Heartland Human Care Services. For the tuition reimbursement, we offer, so every year you can check in with your director and request a tuition reimbursement that goes up to $2,200, and that needs to be under your job responsibilities, like tied to your job. So if you are a family reunification specialist, and then you are going to school, and then your degree actually ties into the position that you are in, you'll be able to get the tuition reimbursement. But first, you need to check in with your director, fill up some forms. Once they approve that, then once you pass that class, you will get, I think you need to pass the class with a C, and then you will get the money. Or once you finish your degree or certification, if it ties to the job that you have, then you will be able to get the money. But first, you need the pre-approval.
Thank you.
Can you put your site in the chat right quick?
Yes, Vinny, Carolina, can you please go and just copy the link for Heartland Human Care Services and put it in the chat?
I already did,
Oh,
Carol.
thank you, Summer. Thank you so much.
Thank
Um, for the nurse position, I do see licensed practical nurse with over 10 years of experience, infection prevention. So for the nurse position, we're looking for someone that also has some experience with vaccinating children or working with children. But you can read more in the career side. If you click on nurse, you'll be able to see the requirements there. And then I did talk about the background check. For referrals, we don't have that question in the system yet. But you can always, like, if the hiring manager or the one of the recruiters does contact you, you can go ahead and say that I attended the career fair that the talent acquisition had on December 11, and that's how I was informed about the job. For the degrees coming from a different country, as long as you have the transcripts, our office does help with sending them to a company to grade them, to translate those documents into what we need. So if you, as long as you have your transcripts or your certificate from a different country, and you pass the interview, we help you translate documents. How long is the hiring process for the youth care workers? So typically you will interview, and then within 2 days, the program will let us know if they want to move forward. And then it probably take about a week for you to hear back from us if you got the job or not. And then once you sign the offer letter, what happens is that the onboarding office will contact you, give you a call, or send you an email for you to go into the office to fill out the documents. I do want to tell you guys that if you do accept an offer and then either the office or you get an email asking you to fill out documents, please complete those right away, because the longer you take to complete the documents to submit what we need, the longer it will take for you to start, and that might change your start date. So if you're looking to start right away, as soon as you get that phone call or that email, complete all of the documents, and then we will be able to give you a start date. So for all positions, we do require some type of experience in the job title, if that makes sense. So you do need to, please, when you're applying, look at the requirements, and then if you do qualify, please apply. Let's see. How do I get information about the workforce program? If you visit our website, you'll be able to click on programs and then go all the way down to workforce, and you'll be able to see more information about that program. We also have some volunteering opportunities with the RICS program, which is the Refugee and Immigrant Community Services. And we also have some internships available with the RICS program as well with the safety program. For internships, you can go ahead and email me, and then I will connect you with Shireen Nassar, which is the community staff member that helps facilitate the internships. If you have applied and you haven't heard back from us, please do email us and let us know. What happens is that ADP, so the system that we use, we do have some questions in there. And if you maybe click the wrong answer, it will knock you out. So I'm gonna ask you to, as you're applying, please ensure that you read the questions very carefully and answer. We do have a question. Right now, we're not offering any sponsorship visas, and we do have a question in all of our requisitions that say, do you require a visa sponsorship? If you click yes, it will knock you out and we will not be able to see your application. So it's very important that once you get to the questionnaire, please review all of the questions, read them, and answer them the best way possible. Mandarin we do work so the safety programs do have kids that come from China, that come from Russia, that come from Afghanistan, that come from Africa, from Mexico, from all over the world. So we do hire people that speak Mandarin Chinese. You can find the job listing in the link in the career site. So if you click the heartlandhumancareservices.org and then go to careers, you'll be able to see all of the job listing. Yes, we do have some positions in the Freedom from Trafficking program. And we have the mental health clinical practitioner, and that program is actually growing. So I would say maybe within a month, you'll be able to see other positions available for that program. So for the farm assistant program, for that one, it is a temporary position since the farm right now, because it's winter, we are not growing, but there's some cleanup that we need to do. So for the farm assistant, we do have temporary jobs. But then it will pick up in March. And March is when we start growing all of the vegetables and fruits again. So that's when we start hiring more people for that program.
So my question is, can you hear me, Spam?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is, how long is the process to hiring for this one? Because what the job link you posted on our this conversation, they're mostly showing of them, they are old, like 15 or 20 days over, posted over there. Are they still open? And I'm interested in safety and transportation specialist.
Yes. So yeah, you might be able to see that the position has been open for a while, and it's because sometimes in the system we are not just hiring like one or two people. Because of promotions, we keep it open. And then as soon as something opens up, we will start calling people, doing the interviews, and hiring. For the transportation and safety position, we are hiring. So if you apply, please, you can send us an email and then we can go ahead and take a look at your resume. If you would like for us to review any resumes, please go ahead and you can send an email with your most up-to-date resume to any of us, to Summer, myself, Carolina, or Vinny, or Annika, and we will look at the resume and then let you know if you do qualify for a position or positions.
Excuse me, I have something. What if you're doing a career change? Like, I've been in hospitality, but I've worked as front desk agent, a supervisor, and also a housekeeper. So, like, what would I look for when I'm applying for a position since I got, several experience in different areas?
Yeah. So, Angela, thank you for the question. We have different, like one route that I think it will be the best is like since you already have some experience in housekeeping, I would suggest for you to apply for the environmental control technician. What happens is that once you get hired and then in a couple of months, you will be able to see what's going on in the programs, what are the roles of the youth care workers, and so on. And what happens is that you just apply for that other position that it's like level up, and you will interview and then get hired, and that's like a promotion. And then that's how you continue to grow. So as Summer said, I want to explain to you guys something about the different programs is that I started as a youth care worker overnight, right? So I just had my bachelor's degree. I started working on third shift. After I think 6 months, I was able to apply for the youth care worker lead position on first shift. So I know like sometimes we don't want to work third shift, but if you are willing to grow and explore different things, you will have the opportunity to apply to different jobs within the organization and continue to grow. So then I applied for the lead. I got the lead. I was a lead for a couple of months, and then I was able to apply for a program manager position once I qualified, right? So then I got my program manager position, and then after a few years, then I got the associate director position, right? And then I was interim director, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do a career change. And then I became a recruiter. I did take a pay cut, but I knew I had to build those skills that I probably had transferable skills, but I didn't have all of the recruitment skills. So then I applied for the recruiter. I was a recruiter for a couple of months once. I continued to study, look at YouTube videos, read books, and get more of knowledge of recruitment. Then I was able to apply for the associate director position of recruitment services. So you see how I grew. That's something that, and I've been with Heartland, is going to be 8 years in next year in March. I've been with Heartland for 8 years, and that's something that keeps me here is that you apply for something and then you continue to grow, which is great. They'll support you. They'll give you the tools that you need to continue growing. The only one is stopping you, it's yourself. But if you are time, you are responsible, you're asking your manager, your supervisor for like, hey, I want to become this, or I want to apply for this. What are the requirements that I need? What do I need to work on? And then you continue to apply yourself, you are able to grow.
Okay. Thank you.
Always send me your resume.
Carol,
and
I got a question.
I do a little.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was a special ed teacher assistant for Chicago Public Schools, and I had done that for like 8 years. So I've been around kids. I used to help kids with learning disabilities within the classroom. So I know about classroom settings. I know about working with kids. Also, I have experience in IT where I worked as a repair technician in the Joliet Public Schools district. So can I still apply for the the division coordinator? Because I have like a variety of experience, and that would actually kind of sort of fit my
Yeah.
my
So
interests.
yeah, Pearl, so you do have some skills that you have for that position. I would like still apply for it. And then we can always take a look, but just send me an email and then I can talk to the hiring manager or the recruiter and see if you actually completely qualify, and then we will communicate with you. What happens is that once we close a requisition and you didn't get the position, we will review those resumes and then we will contact you. And if we think you fit for a different position, we'll be like, hey, Carl, I think you'll be a great person for this job. Please let me know if you would like to interview. So that's how it works. What else? Some positions do have overtime, which is great. The union positions, all of the union positions do have overtime, which is times and a half. And then the non-union do not have overtime, but you do have, depending on the position, you have like pink days, which is like an extra day off that is paid. You do have learning holidays, holiday exchanges, and so on. Since I've been with Heartland, I usually accrue around 200 hours of vacation time, and then I get like around 4 personal days, and then I have 200 hours of sick time, and then all of the holidays I'm off. So the more you stay with Heartland, the more time you will be getting.
Okay.
Quick question. Do you have any suburban positions? Like I'm in Aurora, Illinois.
Unfortunately, we don't. We have Beverly and Bronzeville, which are more of like the South positions programs. And then we are more in the Uptown, Rogers Park, and Logan Square. I'm sorry.
How about with the volunteer positions? Like you mentioned, the RICS programs for
Yeah.
volunteers.
So RICS works with the refugee and immigrant community services. Those positions, the volunteers are some at O'Hare and some in Uptown.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think that, again, all the programs with us continue to grow. We might be opening a location at Midway. So later on, hopefully in the future, we'll be having some positions in Midway.
So
Do you have any HR position?
Entry positions, you do have to have some type of skills and qualify for the jobs in order to move forward. But as I said, look, once you're looking at the career list, please go ahead. If you think you are a good fit for a position, look at the requirements and then apply, and then we go from there.
So as you mentioned on that, the link you sent it to us on a Zoom meeting, just look it up on the while I'm on the Zoom right now. I just saw that there's no position for safety and transportation specialist position posted over there. It's your system is showing different than ours.
Please give me one quick second.
Sure.
Carolina, do you know if that position is still available? No, it is. It's so what happens is that we showed you the actual job title, but we sometimes do change the names to ensure that we get like they know, because if you read the transportation specialist, you might not think it's a traveling position. So we did change that title to flight transportation specialist.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That's what they're showing right now over there.
Yeah.
And I'm located in Des Plaines area and close to O'Hare. Is there any workforce system over there?
So we don't have any positions, but what happens for this one is that we have a team of safety and transportation specialists, right? You mainly are at home, and then once there is a flight, they will tell you, hey, you need to go to this program, pick up this kid, and then flight with the kids to this state, and then they give you all the information. So, but like an actual location in Des Plaines, we don't, but we do have some locations in Rogers Park, and Rogers Park are the north side ones.
Do you have any HR position open?
We don't, unfortunately, right now.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me. I was wondering, I saw a job that says temporary within the job description, and I was wondering if that would open up to a more permanent job, or will it strictly be temporary?
Carrie, if I'm not mistaken, you are about the division coordinator, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so the division coordinator is a temporary position for 6 months. That position is under the RICS program. And what happens is that after those 6 months, depending if we get different grants, we might be able to extend and give that person a permanent position. But the RICS program, it is growing too.
Yes, sí, claro.
So they're always opening different positions. But what happens is, like, if you do get that job, you can always continue to look the career site. And then if you see something, just talk to your manager, say, hey, I'm really looking for a permanent job. What do you suggest? Or I saw this job and I wanna go ahead and apply, and then you can go ahead and start the process.
Okay,
Do you
thank
have
you.
Where
Or
are the youth workers located?
The youth care workers, we have 2 locations in Rogers Park. One works with children, males and females from 0 to 17. The other one in Rogers Park works with females, 0 to 17. Sometimes they do have babies, so that program focuses on mommies and babies. And then we have one in Bronzeville. That one is 0 to 17, males and females. And then we have one in Beverly, which is also 13 to 17 males and just males.
Are you hiring for all 3 locations?
Yes, we have youth care workers for first, second, and third shift, and most locations. But yes, we're hiring for all of them because, again, the programs continue to grow. We are upping capacity, bed capacity, so we're always looking for people, especially youth care workers, because the youth care workers are the ones that get promoted the most into, like, case aides or family reunifications, or sometimes they're doing their master's degrees and they become clinicians within the organization, or they become leads and then they go into program management. So we are
Okay.
do hiring for youth care workers.
So you said with the youth care workers, if I only speak English, I could only do 3rd shift?
Yes, unfortunately for that one, yes, it will be third shift. We do have a program in Logan Square, which is Opportunity Youth. That one right now, we are only looking for third shift. But as soon as first or second shift do open for that program, you do not require to be bilingual.
What is the responsibilities on the 3rd shift?
So let me walk you really quick through third shift. The kids are asleep. The responsibilities of the youth care worker on third shift is typically ensure that you're walking the hallways, ensure that the kids are safe at all times. You might have some some cleanup to do within the building. So maybe taking out the garbage, cleaning. Because of COVID, we do have some extensive ensuring that everything is disinfectant, just to keep the kids safe, but also the staff. And then sometimes you do some filing, and then that's where you get to know some of the documents. Sometimes there is organizing, but the main responsibility is to ensure that the kids are safe at all times. And then the kids do wake up, depending on the program, at 6 or 7 in the morning, depending on what they have going on, because they do follow a schedule. And you will ensure that the kids get up, they take some medications, they clean their rooms, they ensure that they shower, they clean up. We do require youth care workers to help with breakfast. And then the kids transition to class. So mainly ensuring that the kids are safe throughout the night. In the morning, there's a little bit more of movement when the kids are waking up, ensuring that the kids don't need anything. And then you just take them to their classroom.
And
Do you
Carol,
have any inspection job?
I'll
Can
go
I
ahead and
ask-
jump in here for you, Carol.
Yes.
This is Daniel with Illinois WorkNet. I just want to say we are at time for this session. I want to give Carol, excuse me, a chance to kind of catch her breath here. I know she's been answering questions for you guys nonstop. Carol, I want to give you and your team real quick a chance before we round out the session here to give a brief kind of concluding statement, key takeaways, if you will, for the session for our attendees here today. If you can let folks know that maybe you weren't able to get to their question for, if you can let them know what the process would be for following up with you, or what the best way of relaying questions to you would be, that would be fantastic as well. So I'll take a brief pause here. Carol, Samir, team, if you feel like giving a concluding statement, feel free to do so now.
Yeah, I'll start. Thank you so much. So as I mentioned, I encourage you all, please, to apply to the positions that you see fits your experience. If you have any doubts or you don't know which position you want to apply, you can send us an email. I put all our emails in the chat. Feel free to contact us directly to guide you. We'll be happy to do so. As I mentioned, we have over 60 requisitions open now, but we are talking about over 100 openings, because in one requisition you can find one requisition, but we are looking to hire 10 positions for this requisition. So I encourage you all to start with the career page, apply, and then you can contact us. I appreciate if you just not sending any emails without applying, unless you have a question or you want some guidance. Just to, I see that I received over 50 emails now. We'll be happy to reply to all you guys. But just to be aligned, I believe the best way to do so is to apply through our career page, so we have the most updated resume in our system, so we are able to review and process your application immediately. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I wish you all the best, and I hope that will be our colleagues soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the session and the information.
Thank you. Have a nice
Yeah, thank
week.
you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Take
Thank
care.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.